The background of the Tet Offensive. The Tet Offensive was a coordinated series of North Vietnamese attacks on more than 100 cities and outposts in South Vietnam. The offensive was an attempt to foment rebellion among the South Vietnamese population and encourage the United States to scale back its involvement in the Vietnam War. Some important people of the Tet Offensive were Nguyen Van Thao, who was the president of South Vietnam, Dean Rusk, who was a United States Secretary of State, William Westmoreland, who was a United States General, as well as Creighton Williams Abrams Jr., who was also a United States General.
Impact of the Tet Offensive. The Tet Offensive changed public perception of the Vietnam War. Although a costly loss for the communist forces from North Vietnam and the South Vietnam Viet Cong, the series of attacks led South Vietnamese and United States citizens to question the outcome of the war. Although it was a military loss for the communists, it is often credited with turning the war in their own favor. The South Vietnamese began to lose influence as the Viet Cong guerrillas infiltrated rural areas formerly held by the South Vietnamese government. The offensive frayed the relationship between the South Vietnamese and the United States. In the U.S., citizens began to question military and political leaders who assured them the Vietnam War would be won soon. Walter Cronkite, a popular U.S. journalist, said, "We are mired in a stalemate, and the only rational way out then will be to negotiate not as victors, but as an honorable people who lived up to their pledge to defend democracy and did the best they could."
Miscellaneous. To begin with, more than 12,000 people were injured and 2,600 died during the Tet Offensive. The Tet Offensive got its name from the Vietnamese holiday, and it also lasted 26 days.
Man, I love the holidays, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Man, dude, the holidays.
Yeah, bro, I hope the Viet Cong don't surprise attack us.
Surprise Americanos.
Boom, boom. Let's try Viet Cong. Background. The Kent State shootings, also known as the May 4th Massacre and Kent State Massacre, were the killings of 4 and wounded of 9 other unarmed Kent State University students by the Ohio National Guard on May 4th, 1970 in Kent, Ohio, 40 miles south of Cleveland.
More background. The day before the shooting, a crowd of 120 people were gathered and were throwing beer bottles at the police officers around and shouting swear words at them. The police used tear gas to disperse the crowd.
Important people. The 4 victims of the Kent State shootings were Allison Krauss, Jeffrey Miller, Sandra Lee Shore, and William Knox Schroeder, who were all students at Kent State University, Ohio.
Some more important people are President Nixon, who announced the Cambodia campaign, which the students were protesting. Leroy Satrom, which was the Kent mayor, he called Jim Rhodes to seek assistance against the protests, and Jim Rhodes called the National Guard. The National Guard showed up on the Kent State University, and Troop G of the National Guard were the troops who shot their shots.
The shootings impacted many schools around the country, and more than 4 million students participated in walkouts at hundreds of universities, colleges, and high schools. This was the largest student strike in the history of the United States at the time. It also hurt the public opinion on the Vietnam War further.
Miscellaneous. Over just a 13-second period, nearly 70 shots were fired in total, and 4 Kent State students were killed and 9 were injured. Following the shooting, the university was immediately ordered closed, and the campus remained shut down for some 6 weeks following the shooting.
No more war! No more war! No more war!
Hey, clear out, clear out!
No.
Hey, back up, back up!
No
Back up.
more war!